Okay. Good morning, everyone. This is Michael Venezia, the head trader at TradeView Markets. It's August 30th, 11 o'clock. We're actually on time, or I'm on time. The whole staff is usually on time. I have to usually clear up some things. Sometimes the market opens naturally at 9:30 Eastern, this being 11 o'clock Eastern. Some things, take a while to settle down. But if I'm a minute or two late, sometimes I do apologize. I'll just make it well worth your time. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to disseminate information, talking to the peers. Okay, before I sign in or give you the process as usual, there's our TV market site. Scroll through it. I wanted to speak about what the market has been doing. I don't want to put up any indicators right now because I don't want anybody to be distracted. But the bottom line is the Nasdaq's making all-time highs. You know what I mean? This is where the cliche, you call it a mantra, whatever you want to call it, of go by price, price action trumps sentiment. If I hear one more time about how the seasonal at the end of October, the worst time of the year, and I know that too. I've traded it myself. I've been trading for 26 Octobers or September's at a high level, and you just can't have an opinion. If the market is telling you something else, don't think that don't let these opinions of maybe underlying forces out there hurt you. Sometimes I get hurt on opinions about a stock just because I can't think it can't go any further. And it's not based upon my poor ego. Excuse me, maybe some technical indicators. But with that being said, I apologize. Been up early. With that being said, you know what I mean? Just the majority of traders make it harder than it is. Yes, myself from time to time included. So as we sit here, I know that everybody's waiting for a pullback. The indices at this point, as I speak on a Monday morning, I haven't said it yet. Naturally, who's been ever watching the videos, I very rarely say this, or I don't try to call tops or pick tops or call bottoms, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's a pullback. Everybody talks about the turnaround Tuesday, and that's the process to sign in Trade GitHub. Turnaround Tuesday. I wouldn't be surprised if they start. Well, here, let me jump ahead. I will jump ahead. Here's the Nasdaq sell signal. That was on Friday afternoon. Now we're probably over here. The Nasdaq being where now? Here we are. The Nasdaq up 152 points. My God. I didn't share my screen, but trust me, I'll go back. With that being said, is the Nasdaq hit a sell signal? There's the Nasdaq. Let's, you know what? It's Microsoft and Apple, the two leaders, making breaking highs, and until the best of breed dies down. Obviously pay attention to stocks that might be weaker and on below pivots with any type of volume, or maybe even some fundamental news that might be propped up in the market. But certainly, as I said on Friday, the market momentum is stronger than the stocks are being how the stocks are being traded. Downgrades or stocks that are being downgraded are opening up, and that's a good key. So the bottom line is, I'm going to get down to it. It's tactical sentiment. The market's somewhat mixed today. It's been a rotational market. There hasn't been a 5% correction for how long? And I think this is a record with the Nasdaq being up 12 days in a row. I think it goes back to like 1924 that the Nasdaq 12 days in a row. Correct me if I'm wrong. You get the picture. I have a lot of information. Put call ratio. Still, this is why the market's up. There's nobody's all on one side. There's not the capitulation that people are looking for either way. These were Friday's winners. Alcoa or option trades, MPC. I've been interested. Excuse me. Sector sentiment and world sentiment. I posted every Monday morning. The options. My data happens to be a little bit more. I have a lot more data on Monday. So if I can ask you to actually, go through it a little bit, I put up for a reason. So go through it just because I don't have to be redundant and do any extra explaining, if you will. Hedge fund exposure, they sold bullish. Why is that? Because there's more cash on the sidelines. When hedge funds basically puke, that's a big move. See here when they start puking, market goes up. So what that means is there's cash on the sidelines. When hedge funds sell aggressively, they're sitting in cash. They got to put money to work. That's what they do. Goldman sent an indicator. It's the lowest it's been in what? A year, over a year and a half. Bullish. Feared and greed over time. Nobody's greedy. The market, Apple's, look at, I'll show you the screen after. Nobody's being greedy here. That's why the market's going up. The sentiment, actually. Yeah, then the NASDAQ flashed a sell signal. So what? So maybe Apple and Microsoft pull back, but you know what? Sometimes the laggards can go up. That's the S&P. There's the NASDAQ signal, crude in the middle, have no interest. Gold in the middle, really no interest. Bank of America 4-week client ETF flows, please go over it. The groups and trend ranges it only comes out on Monday. Keep it in mind. Get to know it. I know it by memory. I only have to look at it. I know if this could be blank and they could give this to me to fill on a Monday morning and I could probably get it pretty right. And I should, by the way. Upgrades and downgrades, post them every morning. Earnings for the week. There you go. We give them to you right there. Friday's movers with range and volume. BBIG, look at that, number one. Hold on a second. Let me share the screen here. What do I do? Yeah, BBIG. So BBIG, I think it was $11 this morning. So the stock closed near the high at 6. The high today was $10. So let me go back to my other screen. The reason being is, and I tell everybody to do an exercise, do a paper exercise. I put these, see this big poppers here? I put these in percentage order. Above the SMAs, moving averages, I put them in percentage order. Relative volume in numerical order. Range. Large range with 2% moves. Range. 33 numerical order. Biggest gainers. Those are in, I think, dollar order. Or maybe even percentage. Okay, so take the top 5 and top 5 and the bottom 5. And paper trade them, if you will. Write down GAMB, I take it long. Write down that I take a long BILL or NM. Say right over here, what's finished on the low with volume. Maybe I'll take Marna short. It finished on the low with volume. FUTU finished on the low. Where's FUTU? FUTU is down $4. So with that being said is, I post these for a reason. I'm trying to set the table and for you to develop a plan. And one of the things that I always say that I don't have a better plan than anybody else. I just know how to execute it better. And these are important things. So let's go to the Twitter field. TradeGate Hub, as always, top news. Beautiful, by the way. Great job these guys did. Forex, 15 minutes ago. We updated all the time. Stocks, 2 minutes ago. Global headlines, crypto, commodities. Let's go to market movers, the one-stop shop. Boom, let's look at what's moving on the NASDAQ. Hold on a second. I'm sorry. Stocks. Top U.S. losers. What's going on today? ASTR, that's a space rocket. HPR, they bought somebody. No wonder it's down. Do the research. TCAT, no one wants an interest. TSP, you know what? I have an interest in that a little bit later. TSP. Let's write that down so I can tell you. TSP, bottom line, has range volume. If I'm looking at my queries every day, I know the TSP has range volume and good price action. So you know what? I might short it, I might buy it, but stocks that down 10%, or it's down 10%, has a $5 range, $7 range. I'm gonna play it. So go back to the trading room. What's on my Twitter feed? I've been adding more. What's this? Right here. That's just more snap buying this morning. All right, write that down. 5 minutes ago. So at 11:10 a.m. on a Monday, a lot of snap buying this morning on the calls. So when you get to trust it and trust me even more, it boils down to execution at that point. So I've been starting to follow more people. This guy's new, Marty's new. Stock Mentor LLC is not a bad guy. I almost feel I have to do it. Sunrise Trader, a friend of mine. I have to put him in. See the light stock chart art. A lot of these are charts. These are I have futures guys. I have low float guys. My guy IT Trader, SQL gone. I actually had it this morning as well. There's something for everybody here. Let me go to what's moving today. Let's go to boom. Take that off. Boom. Take that off. Okay. Top list. Okay, what's at the high here? Same list I give you in the morning. BGFV squeezing, DQ and JKS are both China solars. Shows me that China might be bouncing. ANY, Ripper. But let's look at the bit more example. This is the high volume. What's GSAT on the low? Root. Look at that. They bagged everybody in that one. What's on the high with relative volume? Everything over here is over 2%, over 2 times volume for the day. And that's AGAN, JAX, BLI. I'm in it. By the way, BLI might be a reversal. Hold on a second. BLI, if it has volumes, it might, listen, one day doesn't make a reversal, but I watch this company, man. It's a good company. I don't know what's wrong. What's going on here? You know what? Scratch that. At the same time, it had a reversal on volume, and this is big volume. It didn't follow through. It is above the 10-day, but not enough. Listen, as we say, there are better trades. You know what I mean? So I'll move on. What else is good here? JKS. Let's go to some charts. Listen, the bottom one, forget all those. This is the chart to go through. The apple, right to the bull flag. Okay, this is the chart to go through. Microsoft, through the bull flag. TQQQ, the chart to go after. New all-time highs. What else did we like? Planeteer. No, I don't know. I don't like that actually. You know what I mean? TSP. I told you I like that one. Okay, TSP. Okay. Stocks trades 4 or 5 million shares a day, 32 to 50. So stocks run $18 in a month. I actually bought it on Friday on the 200 day. Made a good trade. I'm surprised it broke that low, but I could have bought it 43.18. Let's look at the weekly. It did the double bottom there. You know what I mean? You had to step up. And, you know, it's a good stock. Still, but more majority of the moving averages. Has volume and range. You know, I'm not, you know, it's a good trading stock. That's all. DQ is breaking high. What's this thing doing? The China one. Oh, God. I bought DQ here too on the double bottom and I sold it and then it went back down. It was a good sale. I saved myself a lot of money. What else is going up? BGFE, which is on the list, and why? That's the BGFE food. That's because it's exporting goods stores continuing higher. So why wouldn't BGFE as these make sneakers? What's my Skechers doing? Hanging in there? Not really that good. Let's go to my alert list here. Let's see what's moving at the moment. These are the stocks that are hot here. GH. UPRO, JAX, GDS. China's doing well. AI. SDAC. AFRM breaking out on volume. PSTG. OLLI. EDU. I have no interest. ANY. What's this doing? Now the move is, ooh, ANY. All right, let me show you what I'm looking at here when I go, ooh. All right, ANY. It's got to hold the all-time high. It's got to hold the high of 760. And you know what? 760, which, no, hold on. 660. A couple of times today it tried to do it. They tried to fake them out here. But if it does trade to 660, the stock's going to trade 560. But you know what? Let's look at the weekly. You know what? Let me look at a 5-year. You know what? This thing could go anywhere. What's the daily? The RSI right here is what? On the bottom left, it's 76. Bottom left of my screen is where this RSI right here. So this has a little bit to go. But you know what? When it has those two day up, sometimes it fails a little bit. Right over here, 2 days up. This had 3 days up. You know what? If it's strong, it's strong. Don't fight it. What else is looking good here? Let me go to switch screens. DQ, RNXT, JAX, PSTG, work key, any. Let's go to some more lists here. This is my process. If I wasn't on the feed, I'd be doing this and I just wouldn't be talking. Sector watch. So whichever has the highest green bar is the strongest sector. So it's looking like spider sectors. What is that? Oh, it's just the general ETFs. Staples. Okay, here, healthcare is the strongest. What's the strongest? IDXX, DXCM. Baxter had news. Regan, insider buying. Hey, you know what? It's 11:15. Things aren't that sexy right now. Let me go to more lists. What else do I have? Let's look at earnings. Earnings upside blowout, MTL, Lizzie. What's this? Bamara, MTL. You know what is that doing? I don't know. Not that much good going on now. Okay, alerts. KPLT. That goes with AFRM. They gave it to me this morning too. I ignored them. All right. I'm gonna get going. It's Monday. Listen, the end of the month is tomorrow. The summer's over, Labor Day. Although the volume, the summer trading doesn't hold true as it used to be. There's a ton of movement in trading all the time. But still, maybe you could say the big money really comes in after Labor Day, the bigger money. But we're here to, we're not here. We don't want to wait till Labor Day. We want to give you things now. So I'm going to sign out of TGH or sign out of TGH at least for the second. I'll be back after lunch. Anybody has any questions, please always ask. I don't want to post all this information that I posted this morning and people not know it. It's a waste of my time, and certainly it's a waste of yours if nobody's absorbing it. So please feel free to ask questions. There's no bad questions. DM me right in the bottom top right hand corner. I always return messages. It's one thing that I pride myself on. There's no bad questions. Enjoy the rest of your day. Beware of earnings. Have a plan. I'll post afternoon movers like I always do, just like I do the morning. So until then, enjoy the rest of your day. Trade well. Thank you.